down, guys. Let's move on to this, shall we? Well, Superman is coming in July, but so is Fantastic Four. Coming out, I believe, July 25th, which really means July 24th. Got my tickets today.
Comic-Con weekend, by the way.
That's right. Comic-Con weekend.
Oh, yeah.
I bought my tickets. I'm going to go see a 2 o'clock showing on the Thursday on the 24th. I'm very excited. Going to go see it with Ann and probably Ryan and Ray. Going to go see it. Very excited about it. Can't wait to see it. Anyway, and I was able to do that because it's here, guys. The tickets are now on sale. Fantastic Four tickets have gone on sale, and you can now go and pick them or go to Fandango or your movie theater app of choice, buying up your tickets. And they release the tickets on the same day that they decide to release a new trailer. Now, I hesitate to use the term trailer because it's like a minute and 10 seconds. It's not a full-length trailer. But surprisingly enough, even though that it was a shorter trailer, there's a decent amount of stuff in it that hasn't been in the other marketing so far. Like a shot of the Fantastic. I was not prepared for the scale of that Fantastic Four ship. Like when it has from that one camera angle down, looking up at it on its launch
where
pad.
they're building it.
Oh my! Like that was way bigger than I thought it was, because I never got the sense of the scale of it at the end of Thunderbolts, or even in that shot there. But when they're like,
what's happening in that shot?
Yeah. Oh my God! Look at that. That doesn't look like fun. And then you look up, it's like massive. Also, there's a cute little scene at the end of it between Johnny and Reed, which
about the spacesuits.
Yes.
You know what? I love that scene, and
I
wish that there was more interaction. We saw more of those character moments, because everything they've told, I want to hang out with those guys. Like Johnny Storm sequence when he's talking to Reed, I was like, yes, that scene alone made me want to go see this movie more than anything else that I've seen before.
You mean the one where he's like, well, that I've said in private.
Yeah.
To myself.
Yes. That I've said to myself.
Yeah.
In private. And walking away. Also, I'm not going to lie, I loved hearing the phrase clobbering time.
Yes.
Even though it wasn't Ben that said it.
Right.
But you know he will say it in the movie. And I think they're saving Ben saying it for us seeing it in the movie theaters. Is it clobbering time? Yeah. And he's like busting through the building. So there was some good stuff in there. And you already kind of answered. I was going to ask you what stood out to you in the trailer.
Well, those few shots, but that's what I wanted. You look, as John Byrne said, like I said this before, when he took over Fantastic Four, one of the things he said was the family aspect of the Fantastic Four is the most important element of the characters. They're a family. And we needed to see more of that. And I think that's why, you're like, I want to be friends with these people. That's why. Why do we watch movies? Because secretly, I am friends with the Corleone family. I am. I know them all very well. I've seen them at least 50 times each. And that's what we want. You want to have that experience with characters that you love. And you got to give us, with Fantastic Four, you've got to give us, these are not just superheroes. How are they different from the Thunderbolts? How are they different from Captain America, Thor, and Iron Man? And the reason they're different is because they're a family. As that's their quality as heroes. They're a family first. And I think that's something that it was good that they added that little bit in the trailer.
And by the way, the trailer also, there's no questioning it. They literally gave us a shot of little baby Reed or a little baby Franklin Richards. With mom and dad and the baby in the middle. They put it right in the trailer. So
I don't know if the reports were correct where they were talking about she's giving birth to Reed. To Franklin in the spaceship or whatever. But time obviously passes. This covers a span because she's pregnant.
Yes.
She gives birth. They have a baby now. So.
Which is interesting because we hadn't talked about that. But yeah, there's a span of time that I think. And that's another thing. I never got a sense of what this movie was really about, and now I feel I'm a little bit more interested.
But you're right, there has to be, because in the trailers we see I'm late to baby.
Yeah.
Right.
Now maybe on Earth 721Q-5 the incubation period of human child is 3 weeks. I don't know.
Very short,
but
very
here
painful.
It's 9 months. So at least 9 months pass in time. So.
Yeah, and I just think that's the quality of these heroes, because what makes them, for me, it's been very generic, like generic superhero team. But now seeing more family interaction makes me want to see these characters and know them more. And I think that family dynamic is really fun.
I think, and you know what? I haven't heard anybody say this, but so I'm just speculating as a fan, but I bet you one of the key things that went into the casting of the movie was the dynamics between the various performers. And I'm going to bet that they are going to crush it. I think we're going to get such a great dynamic and chemistry between these characters and performers.
Well, it's Sarah Finn who casts all the Marvel.
Yep.
They've always hit hard. You know, there's been very few mistakes made in this casting. And I know, you know, Pedro Pascal, we're going to see him in The Materialists next week or whatever. Yeah. But I do think that this, like you just said, the family dynamic is going to be a great one because that's the core of the film.
And that's the thing. If they can nail that, if they can nail a great on-screen chemistry between these characters, that will cover a lot of other potential mistakes the movie.
Yes.
Not that the movie is going to make a lot of other mistakes necessarily, but even if it does, if your core is fabulous chemistry between the four characters, that'll carry a lot. That'll cover over a multitude of sins.
Yes. Agreed.
Guys, we want to take a second to thank a sponsor of today's video, Hungryroot. Okay, so I'm sure you guys can all relate to this. Spring hits and suddenly life goes from like 0 to 100. Busy season is officially in full swing over here. And honestly, who's got time to go grocery shopping? That's where Hungryroot comes in. See, because Hungryroot is like having your own personal shopper. I told them my goals and they started curating groceries for me that actually fit my life. Be it smoothies, snacks, salad kits, even ready to eat meals. All clean ingredients, no artificial junk. This week, I got the grilled turkey tenderloin with pesto grilled veggies, and it was amazing. And I got my usual protein-packed snacks. It's like they're learning my taste better than I even know myself. And the best part is, I don't have to waste time driving to the grocery store and wandering the aisles. That's time I can spend doing literally absolutely anything else. Guys, I love Hungryroot. Take advantage of this exclusive offer. For a limited time, get 40% off your first box, plus get a free item in every box for life. Go to hungryroot.com/Campea and use the code Campea. That's hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea, to get 40% off your first box and a free item of your choice for life. hungryroot.com/Campea, code Campea. Anyway, guys, question is for you. What do you think about it? Do you have a chance to see the new little trailer they put out? And tickets are now on sale. Have you got your tickets yet? Whatever you guys think, jump down to the comment section below and let us know your thoughts. Hey guys, thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure you like the video, leave a comment, and subscribe to our channel. And don't forget, we have a daily podcast called the John Campea Show podcast, available on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, or your favorite podcasting app of choice. Go and subscribe to it today so it'll be there when you need it.